I don't think Steph can pass LeBron on my list. I think LeBron's gonna always be number 3, regardless if Steph win another championship. Just the career LeBron has
Who you
had.
got before LeBron?
Come on, man, don't play with me. It's only 2 people.
I'm just asking a serious question.
Bean and MJ. Like,
you put Mike before LeBron?
Yeah, because he's a better basketball player than LeBron.
Gosh, here we go with this.
A better basketball player? Bron had a better career. He has the best career than everybody. But I'm talking about on the court playing basketball, it ain't 2 people better
Put
than
LeBron in the 80s, Stat.
For Jordan, in any era, it's just gonna be the same thing.
Jordan would have been nice in this era, but would it look like how it looked in the 90s?
Yeah, they say he might average 50 now.
They couldn't play no D on.
I seen somebody send me a clip this morning of a player Jordan dunking on Barkley. With somebody passed him a baseline.
Drop step.
Draymond would have never let that happen.
Shit.
Draymond would never. Draymond would never let that happen.
Like this.
He would have never let that happen.
Draymond ain't doing nothing that Bill Lambert, Rick Mahorn, they was doing the same thing to Jordan, but worse. They busted his lip.
Draymond wasn't letting that happen.
Steph Curry may have revolutionized basketball, but is not surpassing LeBron James. That's a mountain too steep to climb. LeBron's legacy sits comfortably in the top 3 of all time. Yet when it comes to those who truly stand above him, only 2 names deserve mention: Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. And here's the reality that stings deeper than any stat ever could. Jordan was simply the superior basketball player. That statement didn't tiptoe into debates. It exploded. Instantly, LeBron supporters scrambled to defend him with numbers. 9 straight finals appearances, endless records, unmatched longevity. But those who understand greatness didn't blink. Because true greatness isn't about lasting the longest or padding your resume. It's about creating something unforgettable. Jordan wasn't just a player, he was a masterpiece in motion, the definition of basketball artistry. The moment his name enters the discussion, talk of Steph fades away, and the spotlight shifts to the eternal clash, Jordan versus LeBron. Who truly defines greatness? LeBron's fans come armed with their usual points: his dominance across positions, his leadership, his business empire with Rich Paul and Maverick Carter. And yes, it's impressive. But impressive doesn't always mean profound. Because in the end, shine fades, but substance endures. LeBron's fans love to wave their stats like trophies, flashy, colorful, and fragile, just waiting for one undeniable truth to pop them. Because those who watched Michael Jordan in his prime don't need analytics to understand greatness. True greatness isn't about how long you last. It's about the moments that live forever. Picture it, a young man in number 23, tongue out, defying gravity as if physics bowed to him. That wasn't just a dunk, it was the birth of a new era. 1989, The Shot. Craig Ello falls, Cleveland's heart breaks, and basketball history gets its first immortal page. 1997, The Flu Game. Pale, weak, trembling, yet still dropping 38 points and crushing Utah's hope. That wasn't sport, it was a battle of body versus will, and Jordan's will never broke. 1998, The Last Shot. He strips Malone, crosses Russell, rises, releases, and writes perfection with 6 rings and 6 finals MVPs. Meanwhile, LeBron's defenders throw out laughable takes, even claiming Draymond would stop Jordan from dunking on Barkley. Please. Draymond might bark loud, but next to the Detroit bad boys, he's just background noise. Jordan survived the Lamas, Mahorns, and Rodmans, before Rodman even joined him. The Jordan rules weren't defense, they were warfare. They hunted him, slammed him, blooded him, and he came back forged in steel, stronger than ever, and conquered them all. That's not just greatness, that's legend. In the court of basketball history, empty stats and long careers don't win cases, legacy does. And when the jury of time asks, who made basketball immortal? Who turned competition into myth? There's only one name etched into eternity: Michael Jordan.
No one can ever be greater than Mr. James.
Period.
It's never happened.
Any era.
No one can ever do it. The man went to 9 straight finals. We're talking about somebody that can play every position. We're talking about somebody that's elevated every team he went to. We're talking about somebody that changed the culture of the NBA as far as picking where you want to land. We're talking about somebody that elevated his friends in business. We're talking about Rich Paul. We're talking about Maverick Carter. Like, I love Steph. I'm a Golden State Warrior, but I'm also a Golden State Laker.
Some insist no one will ever surpass LeBron James. They say it like it's a universal truth. 9 straight finals, every position covered, every team elevated, a cultural revolution, and an empire built alongside his friends. On paper, it sounds flawless. But look closer, and the illusion starts to crack. 9 straight finals? Impressive, sure, until you remember it came through one of the weakest Eastern Conferences ever. While Michael Jordan was waging war against the bad boy Pistons, the relentless Knicks, the rugged Pacers, and the rising Cavs, LeBron was gliding past the Hawks, Raptors, and injury-riddled lineups. Showing up isn't greatness, dominating is. Jordan went 6-for-6, no finals losses, no what ifs. Perfection, not participation. LeBron's all-around ability is undeniable, but versatility without mastery is just flexibility. Jordan didn't need to play every position. He mastered one so completely that the shooting guard became the position every kid dreamed of. That's not just skill, that's legacy. And yes, LeBron transformed player empowerment, handpicking teams, and crafting super squads. But that's strategy, not sacrifice. Jordan didn't hop around chasing rings. He built his empire where he stood, turning a once irrelevant Chicago franchise into a dynasty. That's not manipulation, that's transformation. That's greatness. LeBron didn't spark an era of loyalty, he sparked an era of movement. Jordan, on the other hand, built an era where basketball itself became a global language. And when LeBron supporters point to Rich Paul and Maverick Carter as proof of his greatness, sure, respect the business empire. But let's not confuse boardroom brilliance with basketball brilliance. Jordan elevated people on the court, not in meetings. He pushed Scottie Pippen from potential to greatness, demanded accountability, and inspired belief in every teammate who shared the floor with him. When the moment was most intense, he trusted guys like Steve Kerr and John Paxson to take the shot, and they delivered because Jordan's leadership made them believe they could. That's real elevation, not billion-dollar partnerships, but championship daggers written into NBA history. LeBron has longevity, versatility, and massive influence, no doubt. But when the pressure peaks and the lights burn hottest, Jordan's perfection and killer instincts still stand untouchable. Longevity impresses, perfection immortalizes. And if LeBron's defenders want to pivot the debate toward help, super teams, or stacked decks, they should, because that illusion is the next myth waiting to be shattered.
Well, look at what he was up against.
What?
He had to deal with KD and the Warriors for 2 years.
But he got 2 of his rings playing with Bosh and D
They
Wade.
to the KD shit, man.
Yeah, but they had to round up for the Celtics.
The
Celtics had a lot going on at the
same way the
time.
Warriors got 2. The Warriors got 2 with KD. He got 2 when he went to Miami.
But it wasn't like Bron went and got another top 3 player.
Yes, he did.
Dwayne Wade wasn't top 5 player at the time?
No, I'm saying when he went to Cleveland. We leaving Miami out of this.
Oh, okay. That's how you
Leaving Miami out of
Leave
this.
KD out. Come on, bro.
Leave Miami out of this.
Come on, bro.
Hey, bro.
I think right now they even Steven. They even Steven right now.
Yes, but Kyrie was drafted there.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he asked Kyrie to
Kevin Love
come
was a
there.
top 5 power forward before he went there and sacrificed his whole game.
See,
Kevin Love was top
on, man.
5.
what y'all got against LeBron?
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I just want to hear
Nothing
your
at
point
all.
of view because I know you from the Bay and you're a LeBron fan. That's why I asked the question.
I think to me, Steph Curry has changed the game.
Could he pass him up if he get another ring?
To me, no. To a logical theory, yes.
The so-called super team myth has become one of LeBron fans' favorite shields whenever the pressure mounts. They'll insist, LeBron never chased a top 3 superstar like Kevin Durant did with Golden State. It sounds neat, almost believable, until you strip away the polish and look at the facts. Miami, 2010. The world froze when LeBron uttered those now famous words, "I'm taking my talents to South Beach." That wasn't a spontaneous move, it was a master plan. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, already a top 5 player, and Chris Bosh, a perennial all-star, joining forces to form a premeditated powerhouse. If that's not a super team, what is? It was one of the most calculated alliances in NBA history. Fast forward to Cleveland. His homecoming was painted as a fairytale return, but let's be honest, he didn't come back to an empty roster. Kyrie Irving was already blossoming into a superstar, and Kevin Love had just finished multiple all-star seasons in Minnesota before sacrificing his game to fit LeBron's system. That wasn't one man lifting a broken franchise. It was a precision-built support squad designed for a championship ending. Now, look at Michael Jordan. No TV specials. No recruiting tours. No calls to superstars asking them to join him. He stayed in Chicago, a team with no winning history, and built greatness from scratch. Scottie Pippen came in raw. Jordan molded him into a Hall of Famer. Role players like Horace Grant, John Paxson, and Steve Kerr became champions because Jordan's leadership forged them under pressure. He didn't join super teams, he created champions. That's the undeniable difference. LeBron wasn't the victim of weak teammates, he was the architect of the modern super team. He opened the floodgates to an era where players picked destinations and handpicked allies, an era that softened competition's edge. Jordan built dynasties through blood, sweat, and loyalty. LeBron built alliances through planning and power. So when people say Kevin Durant started the super team era, don't fall for it. History's record is clear. The Real pioneer of the super team era is LeBron James.